Welcome to 5 Star Guns and Gear, and today we're going to show you a scope that I got with a recent purchase of a rifle, and actually went ahead and mounted this to 7mm rim mag. It's not going to go on that. We're actually going to do an install on my Bergara 300 PRC, but I want to go test it out a little bit and throw it on that 7mm rim mag. Very pleased with it. Show it to you today. It's more fitting for the 300 PRC, I believe, at least for what I'm going to use it for, and just kind of show you what I got. So this is the primary arms. It is a 6-30 by 56 scope here. This is a first focal plane scope, and guys, if you don't know what the first focal plane scope is, it's where your crosshairs, when you adjust your magnification, it actually enlarges. Like when you're looking into it, there's some great videos online that'll show you, and maybe we can show some pictures here, but when you zoom in, your crosshairs get larger and kind of come closer in focus to you. And a normal traditional second focal plane scope, you have your crosshairs back here, and where your first focal plane's around this area here. It's just a different system. It costs a lot more to manufacture them. There's pros and cons to both. There's a place for second focal plane and there's a place for first focal plane. I think for long range precision shooting, you're better off for a first focal plane. That's personal opinion. There's going to be varying opinions on that. Hey, if you disagree or agree, let me know it down in the comments, guys. I believe this is going to be the perfect scope for my application. And this is, like I said, the primary arms. This is their Platinum series. This particular one, the reticle is their Deka Reticle on it. And I'll put a picture here in the video, and it has a chevron peak in the center, so that's where basically your crosshair is, and it's got some benefits of that. It helps where it doesn't obscure your target, and for long range shooting that can be very beneficial. Now this is a mil reticle system, so a lot of people like MOA, some people like mils, some people like both. I have both. I use both. And for long range shooting, I'm going to prefer this mil probably. I do like this particular scope. Each click is 1/10 mil. The ticks inside the reticle are tuned to 1/10 of a mil. So for your long range shooting, that's very beneficial. You can dial in and be a little bit more precise, a little bit more accurate. This is a illuminated scope, a reticle scope, so takes the CR 2032 batteries in it, and battery caps on this side. It does have 11 intensity levels on this particular scope. Between every click of your intensity, there is a off, so you can actually turn it off between each one. So let's say you have it set on, 7 power brightness. You want to go to off. A lot of scopes, you have to, if you want to turn it off, you got to go all the way back around to 0 to get that off, where you can just simply click it off between each setting. So you can click it off and right back on and be right on the power you left at. Very nice feature. The scope itself is a very large tube. What I'm talking about is this right here. A lot of scopes come in 1 inch and 30 millimeters. This is a 34 millimeter tube. Very heavy duty. This thing is very beefy. I believe it weighs 39 ounces, right around there. It's not a light scope, guys. But for the application it's used for, it's fine. It's okay. It does come with a sunshade on it. It actually comes with the Butler Creek caps. which is nice. It's nice that it does have these. What else can I tell you about the scope? The ocular adjustment on it is very smooth. It's a very smooth magnification adjustment on it. You can get you a throw lever if you want to put on here, and I might do that, but it's turned so smooth I haven't had a problem. But you know, for competition and stuff like that, I may go ahead and put one on it. I may wind up just 3D printing one and putting on it. I've got a Vortex Diamondback that I did that to, and it works just great, just fine. No reason to spend $80 to $100 on their proprietary one that they sell to go on here. But you know, I might do that. It does not come with rings. It does have some Leopold rings, and I'll go over that in another video. Actually, you're going to take these off and do a whole mounting video and show you the proper way to mount this. I went ahead and put them on here because I did throw it on the Seville rim mag and went and stretched its legs out and shot with this, and love the way this scope performed. It does have very good clicks. You know, they're audible and very tactile. I do like that. Both weightage and elevation. The MSRP on the scope is $1,499.99. So you're looking at $1,500 for the scope. The Deka Reticle in this exact model, you can still get it, but I think it is a discontinued model now. I did get this in a package deal with the rifle that I recently purchased, that Bergara. And if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Awesome gun. Everything was separate when I bought it because the guy was splitting everything up, and I wound up just buying everything as a package instead. But he had already taken everything off the gun. He had literally shot this gun twice and didn't even have the scope. He had it paper sighted in at 100. Took 2 shots and didn't even have it zeroed. Decided it was not going to be the gun for him. For the purposes he wanted it for, hunting deer. So why he got it, I don't know. He bought everything for long range shooting. I don't know who talked him into this and decided it was going to be a hunting rifle and changed his mind. I don't know. I don't understand people sometimes, but it worked out for me because it's something that I was looking for, and pretty much everything in this package they offered was stuff that I would have bought for this. I might have went a little bit different route, but it gave me a good enough deal that it worked out for me. I might have picked a different reticle. Probably would have stayed with the mill system. But this is not a bad reticle, and it's growing on me. I like it, and it's designed for extreme long range shooting. So I'm sure once I get used to it, I'm going to absolutely love it. I already like it. What can I say about this? It's heavy. It's high quality. Primary Arms put out some great products, and this is one of them. If you're needing something for precision shooting, yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with this. I like that it does break down into reticle. You can get 1/10 of a mil on it. That's going to help you with your precision shooting. This glass in here is high density glass, made in Japan, is super crystal clear. I mean, amazing. I thought my Vortex Diamondback, I know it's so-so, it's pretty good, it's not bad. It's not this good. I guarantee you it's not this good. Is there better glass out there than this? Yes, there is. I've looked through some of those glasses in the past. I've owned some of the scopes that are a little bit better than this. But for the price, you're going to be hard pressed to find anything quite that quality. I think it's really excellent glass for what you pay for. So I'm very happy with that. I mean, it holds a high degree of accuracy, the way this mill system and the chevron system and everything's set in here for long range shooting, extreme distance shooting. This is an excellent option for the way that this is probably more scope than I need, but it only can help me out in the long run. I do like that if you want to run night vision with it, the illumination, the first two settings, 1 and 2, is actually designed to be used in conjunction with night vision. Awesome. So your first two powers is actually set and specifically designed for night vision setup if you wanted to use it. Again, I told you parallax is 35 yards and to infinity. It goes 35 to 500, and then it has your infinity adjustment on it as well. Overall build quality is absolutely amazing on primary arm stuff. This is no doubt a very, very, very fine scope. Very, very happy that I ran across this. Very, very happy I got it in a package deal like I did, because I did save a little bit on it. Didn't save a ton on it, but hey, every dollar helps, because every dollar saved can buy bullets, can buy powder, can buy primers. It just helps you enjoy the sport of shooting even more when you can put that money in other places. So very good there. Trying to think of anything else, guys, I can really talk about, talking points on this. I don't know if I mentioned it does have a lifetime warranty on it. That's always a bonus. Mentioned the clarity of the lenses. It can range estimate for you to a very high degree of accuracy. When you learn how to use this setup, that's a good benefit. I already told you it's smooth. That's very nice. And it should be. At the price you pay for it, it should be. It really should be. And I feel I can go ahead and give it a rating. Now, we may change the rating when I put it on this Bagara and shoot the 300 PRC, but it handled a 7mm rim mag really well. And it originally was on the 300 PRC, so it's already had some shot from that gun. So over time, I guess time will tell. But I shot a couple boxes through my 7mm rim mag. Fantastic job. It did really good. Very, very happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our star rating system on here, and I'll just kind of give you a breakdown of what I think about it. So price, $1,500. Not the most expensive scope I've ever owned, but it's up there. I usually don't shoot $1,500 scopes, but the gun that this is going on, I feel it's justified for the type of shooting I'm going to be doing. So need a high quality scope, and really that's probably a low end of, maybe not low, middle of the road, I guess, scope for the type of shooting I'm wanting to do. Certainly can go with a very, very much higher price scope. Do I think I need it at this point in this stage of me getting into long range and shooting and stuff? Probably not. I think this is going to suffice. I think it's going to do just fine. So I think the price is very, very good on it. It's going to be a little bit out of some people's reach, even at $1,500. So I'm going to say, for what you get in this package, I'm not going to give it a 5-star. I don't want to give it a 4. I think it deserves more than that. We're going to give it 4.5 stars, guys. I think it deserves that. I really do. You might think different. Let me know in the comments if you don't agree with that. Availability, I'm going to knock it a whole point just because this model is getting discontinued for this exact model. I'm not sure if they're going to keep the Deka Reticle. That's something I might can call primary arms, get y'all some more information on. But this particular one, I'm pretty sure is discontinued, but I found it many, many places online in stock, available. So it is available. So availability, 4 stars on that. Reliability and accuracy. Let's talk about that. Reliability and accuracy, absolutely love the reliability, love the accuracy. I had 0 problems. I was able to shoot this at 100 yards and 200 yards That's far out as I went with the 7mm on this, because the range that I went to caps out at 200 yards. Absolutely stellar performance. I went ahead and did a box test, so I ran it through. It returned to zero, absolutely flawless on the box test. Perfect. Um, zero issues on the box test. Passed the box test, returned to zero properly. So reliability and accuracy at the ranges I tested out, right now I'm giving it a 5-star. Let's push out to 1,000. Let's see if that accuracy extends out to what should be at that range. If it is, it's going to remain a 5-star. If not, we can come back and change these if we need to. So reliability and accuracy, 5 stars definitely. No problem with that. Ease of use, ooh, that's going to be subjective, guys. Some of you guys absolutely hate the mill system. Only will deal with the MOA. And if you do, I guarantee you, if I did a survey right now, some people wouldn't even know what the mill system is. And do you prefer MOA or mill? I would say a big majority is going to say MOA over mill. A lot of long range shooters still will use MOA, but a ton of them uses mill. And I like this mill system. I think it has extremely high degree of accuracy, especially since you can go down and it's tuned to tenths of a mil. I think that's important when you're shooting extreme long range. I think that's where it really shines on this gun. So ease of use, it's going to be a little difficult for somebody that hasn't used a mill system to get used to it. It's going to be a love or hate relationship. So I don't want to dog it too much because I like the mill system. I probably give it a 5, but most people really wouldn't. So some people give it a 2. I tell you that. Some people absolutely hate it. Some people probably give it less. I don't even want to give it 3, middle of the road, because I don't think that's fair, because the mill system is really good. Let's give it a 4. 4 stars for ease of use. And I'm just basing that on MOA versus mill. Otherwise, it's easy to use. I mean, it's not any different. First focal plane. I love the first focal plane on it. Resetting this to 0, very simple to reset the 0. 0 stop on here. Have it use 0 stop. It's supposed to have 0 stop on here. I haven't even set this to 0. I haven't even done that yet, but it does have that feature. Most good scopes do. It's supposed to have 0 stop on it. I haven't used that feature on it. Quality, honestly, I've got to give it a 5, guys. I don't have any quality issues on it. I'm talking quality of the reticle, quality of the lens. I mean, yeah, you can get better quality, clarity lens. You're going to spend a lot more money, guys. For the price point, I have to give it a 5 on quality. I mean, the overall quality, 34mm2, that helps you with light gathering. It's going to help it quite immensely, I think, on the scope. I think it's really going to shine at long range. So quality, let's give it a 5. I don't think that that's unfair at all. I don't think I should give it a 4.5 or a 4. I think the quality's there. I think it's a very, very high quality built scope. Can you get better scopes? Absolutely you can. Can you get a better scope in this price range? It's going to be hard pressed to find it. So I think you're going to be right in the ballpark where this needs to be. So I think it's very deserving on 5 stars for that. So overall, once we equate this out, since we only do full and half stars here, with the deductions, that should come out right around overall score 4.5 stars, which is very, very good. No, it's not getting a whole 5 stars, but I don't think it deserves any less than that. So overall, 4.5 stars. Not bad on the price. Availability could be a little bit better, but hey, when they discontinue models, it happens. You know, every year they're coming out with something new. Just go to the SHOT Show. Every year something's new coming out. Things come and go. They run some things for 5-6 years, and hey, then it's done. They move on to another line, another model, even if it's just something, a hair difference. Hey, that's all about marketing. Doesn't make it any less quality, any less relevant for the purpose that it's used for. It just means there's a newer model out. So this is going to go on the Bergara 300 PRC. We're going to do a video on mounting this. I want to show you. I'm going to go ahead and take the rings off of this before we do that video. I'll probably do a little video on the rings because I love these rings. I've used these Leopold Mark IVs before. Love them. They're great rings. Not a bad price point on those either. Kind of go over that for you. So look for that video. Look for the mounting video. So I'm going to show how to properly mount the scope on that Bergara. This was not mounted properly on that Bergara before. The reticle in this was canted just a hair off. They did not level it properly. Sorry, guys. I'm going to show you how I level a scope. You don't have to have a lot of fancy equipment to do it. You can, and I've had scope levelers and everything where you mount it to the barrel, you mount it to your rail, then you level your barrel, then you take it off and you mount your scope and you level your scope that way. There's different ways you can do it. You can get your rifle level, use a plumb bob about 50 yards. You can do it that way. Ton of different ways you can do it. I'll show you the way I do it on the bench, and 99% of the time it is so close you're not going to have to readjust anything. It's going to be just fine. That's for another video, not for this video. I wanted to kind of go over this primary arms for you, and the shaking, hey, it's nothing loose. It's inside the scope. It's these rings. Hopefully I will get a scope camera at some point, guys, and show y'all some really good footage. I may try to video through either my GoPro or my phone and see if we can get some good quality video for you to show you how the scope works and the way the reticle looks. I'm going to show y'all on this video how the reticle looks anyway. Just take some stock photos. That way you kind of get an idea of what it looks like inside. But I like to show y'all the clarity, and I don't know if my phone is going to do it justice. We'll see. Maybe we can do that. But very happy. I was very happy on the 7mm rim mag. I mean, held zero. Absolutely stunning. He did a stunning job. And again, at the price point, it's hard to beat. Lifetime warranty. Guys at Primary Arms, I've never dealt with them. I know people it has. It's had nothing but positive things to say about those guys. Hopefully, if I ever have to deal with them, I'll have the same positive experience. If not, hey, that's what we're here for, is to give y'all honest reviews and feedback. And I'll let y'all know if that's the case. But I don't expect to have any issues. I don't expect to have any issues with the product. And if I do, I don't expect to have any issues with their customer service. It's supposed to be great guys over there. Guys, if you're subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that bell notification. That way you know when we're putting out new videos. I've got lots of great things coming up. Y'all stay tuned. Please support the channel. It just helps us out. Helps encourage me to put out more videos for you guys. Guys, firearms have always been a passion of mine. Competition shooting, just target shooting, recreational shooting, hunting, all things outdoors, fishing, camping, all that. I love all that stuff, but firearms is just a passion of mine. Also have a passion of air rifles too. We'll dabble a little bit in that in here, but we're mainly sticking to firearms. Gunsmithing is a very good big passion of mine. I had a FFL for numerous years in Texas. I had a gun store, did gunsmithing. So this is kind of my wheelhouse, kind of my cup of tea, things I like to do, and I want to share it with the community. And when y'all support me, y'all subscribe, that helps the channel grow, helps support me. gives me encouragement to put out this content for you guys. And guys, if y'all want to see something, please let me know. If I can do it, I'll certainly do it. Sometimes I might not can get right onto it and do it, especially if it's something that's going to cost some money. Guys, I'm not monetized right now. I'm not getting any kind of money from these videos. This is just a hobby of mine right now that I'm doing. I'd love to get to that point where I can do Patreon and all that and get a little support, and I can turn that money back around and present things to y'all and let y'all see things that y'all want to see. That's the ultimate goal that I'd like to do. No, this would be never anything that would pay the bills necessarily, but if it could help support the hobby and put out some good information, good content, good learning stuff from y'all, especially when it comes to gunsmithing and stuff like that, or tweaking things, or how-tos. I love teaching stuff like that. So y'all come along for the ride. Certainly appreciate y'all guys. God bless, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.